never thought I would find myself in a horror story. I've always been a fan of horror movies, but I never imagined that I would be the main character in one. But here I am, sitting in a coffee shop, typing away on my laptop, completely oblivious to the horrors that will soon unfold. It all started when I decided to take a break from my mundane routine and work from a cozy little coffee shop near my apartment. The place was quaint and had a warm atmosphere. I ordered my usual latte and settled down at a corner table facing the window. It was peaceful, with only a few other customers scattered around the shop. But as I delved deeper into my work, I noticed something strange. The background music was getting increasingly eerie, almost like a haunting lullaby. I shrugged it off, thinking it was just my imagination. I tried to focus on my work, but I couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. I turned to look around, and to my horror, I saw a tall figure standing at the counter, wearing a long black coat and a fedora hat. I couldn't make out their face as they were wearing a mask. My heart skipped a beat, and I felt a shiver run down my spine. Who was this person, and why were they wearing a mask in a coffee shop? I tried to shake off my fear and continued working, but the figure never left my mind. I could feel their eyes on me wherever I went. The once cozy coffee shop now felt suffocating. But things took a turn for the worse when I decided to get a refill of my latte. As I stood in line, I noticed the figure was now standing behind me. I could feel their cold breath on my neck, sending chills down my spine. I turned around, but no one was there. It was then I noticed all the employees of the coffee shop were wearing masks too, and they were all staring at me. Feeling paranoid, I quickly grabbed my refill and rushed back to my seat. I could feel eyes following me, and the music had now stopped. I needed to get out of here, but my laptop had all my work, and I couldn't just leave it behind. Slowly, I tried to pack up my things as nonchalantly as possible, trying not to draw any attention. But it seemed like the more I tried to leave, the more obstacles kept coming my way. First, my laptop wouldn't shut down, and then I couldn't find my car keys in my bag. Finally, I managed to get everything packed up and got up to leave, but as I made my way towards the door, the figure in the black coat blocked my way. I froze, not knowing what to do. Their mask looked like a twisted clown's face, and I could see a glint of malice in their eyes. "What do you want from me?" I stammered, my voice trembling. The figure simply chuckled and extended their hand, pointing towards the back of the coffee shop. I turned to look, and I saw something that made my blood freeze. There were several bodies lying on the floor, surrounded by tables and chairs. Some were missing limbs, and some had their faces contorted in pain. And the employees of the coffee shop were standing beside them, holding sharp knives and wearing twisted smiles. In that moment, I realized that I had walked into a trap. These people were not wearing masks as a fashion statement, they were wearing them to hide their true identities, and I was the next victim. Without wasting any more time, I sprinted towards the door, pushing the figure out of my way. I could hear their maniacal laughter echoing behind me as I ran out into the streets, never looking back. I never went back to that coffee shop, and I made sure to warn everyone I knew about the horrors lurking behind its welcoming facade. And as I sit here, typing my story to share with others, I can't help but wonder what would have happened if I hadn't noticed the subtle signs of danger. I shudder at the thought, grateful to have survived that coffee shop horror story.